2K Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Time to crown a champion here in Detroit. It's the final day of the Rocket Mortgage Classic. It's great to have your company. I'm Luke Elvey alongside 2002 PGA Championship winner Rich Beem. And out on the course bringing all the action is Henny Koyak and John McCarthy. And Rich, being in Detroit, downtown here, it's got its own charm, doesn't it? There's a bit of character about it in this Detroit Golf Club. Another one of those old world gems.
It is one of these courses that we get a treat to play on the PGA Tour, designed by Donald Ross back in the day. And this is a kind of a composite course. They switch out a couple of holes from the south to the north. But beyond that, it's just one of those weeks where you feel like you're going back in time a little bit. The way that the greens were designed, the way that they look and they feel, and the bunkering, it's just not everyday kind of stuff. And I think players like it because it is because that it's not overly long. You see a lot of birdies, but that's what they want. Kind of, you know, 2/3 in the way of the year. It's been a long year. They want to go out to a golf course that feels user-friendly. And if they hit it well, they find the fairways. Boy, I tell you what, it's a scorer's delight, you know. But you get off target a little bit. That long rough in those trees, they're going to grab you, and it's going to make life difficult. But this is such a fun golf course, such a fun week to be a part of.
Length really isn't a feature, Rich, at the Detroit Golf Club. Here at the second, bombs away.
Bombs away. This is probably one of the strongest par fours on this golf course. Basically just a straightaway hole. Just take driver out and get with it. Second shot should be coming into this green with some kind of short to mid iron.
Don't want to state the obvious, Rich, but a little too hard, that one. That's got to be frustrating. Hit such a great approach shot in, but wasn't able to convert. She finds herself in a share of third. Wow, that was just striped. This effort from Tony Finau just a short time ago.
This is very well done from long range.
Very nice shot.
And back to the course with the live action. Well, there he is, Rich, the lovable Tony Finau. He really is a fan favourite, and once again, he shows us why.
You know, what you don't see sometimes about Tony Finau is how intense of a competitor he truly is. You know, he might be all smiles out there on the golf course, walking around, looks like he's enjoying himself, which he is, but deep down, he wants to bury you. And not just bury you a little bit. He wants to take out that shovel and just keep on digging, baby. He is really one of these competitors out there that you don't see it, but you know that, oh no, Tony Finau, I got to go up against that guy. Ooh, you know, and he smiles at you and wait, you know, but yeah, no, he's a heck of a competitor.
That was wonderfully done. Lining up from around 160 yards. 3 strokes off the lead. Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. A chance for a birdie if this goes down. Just 2 shots back after that hole. Rich, this par 3 fifth really resembles a Donald Ross, an elevated green, and you miss anywhere, and you're going to struggle to make your 3.
Absolutely. Reminds me a lot of something you'd see at Pinehurst, where there really isn't a flat spot anywhere around the edges of this green. So a quality iron shot is a must on this par 3.
Yeah, that's a good line, that one.
Yep, that works. Nicely done.
Sometimes when you try and get it up the hill, you just forget to hit it sometimes, and it seems so in this case.
Big putt for par coming up. Well, that hole's behind us. More to play. And this is becoming a familiar sight. Colin Morikawa leads. The par 4 6th, Rich, plenty to navigate here.
Only the longest players will be able to reach that fairway bunker down the left-hand side that sits about 300 yards off the tee. Most players want to hug the left-hand side as best they can as it opens up the green for the second shot. This is a wonderful par 4.
9 feet to the cup. As we look at the leaderboard, this player sits in second place behind Colin Morikawa. Time now to play the par 5 7th. She's standing over her second shot. Just one stroke back and right in it. Nicely done. Ooh. A lot on the line here. This putt for a share of top spot. So close. 5 feet coming up to the cup.
This is important. Big par putt here.
And as we look at the leaderboard, our player out in front is leading by 1. The 8th is a short par 4, measuring just 360 yards, Rich. Decision to go for it or just to lay it back?
I like going for it 8 days a week, twice on Sunday, as you well know, Luke. So I'm going to go ahead, take out driver, and give her a whirl. Hopefully avoiding the trees over on the right-hand side. Want to hit it over in the left-hand bunker or just shy of it, setting up a very simple pitch shot.
And a relatively good putt from that distance.
A par putt awaits. Down she goes. Let's head to the next. Currently a couple under for the event. The opening 9 finishes with a par 3, Rich, around 200 yards.
A strong hole indeed. Not much to this green, slightly downhill. Green is fairly flat until you get to the back left portion of it. There it starts running away from you awfully quickly. Anywhere in the right center of the green is a gorgeous tee shot.
Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here. This is the transition point of the round, making the turn, heading for home. How do you rate this player's performance so far?
2 down, 9 to go. I gotta say, I like this player's chances.
The back 9 at Detroit Golf Club opens up with a mid-length par 4.
Yes, a lot of players are going to take driver out and try and hit it up and over those trees and over the bunker down the left-hand side, setting up a very simple second shot into this par 4. It's a great opportunity to start off this back 9 with a birdie.
Another fine-looking strike, this one. It'll find the green.
The iron play today has been absolutely stellar, Luke. The greens in regulation, just a fantastic accomplishment. Great to watch.
In the end, that will be a disappointing par after such a great approach shot.
And being a couple off the lead, they can't afford to miss those birdie opportunities.
Colin Morikawa currently leading the event as we head to the next hole. The 11th is the longest of the par 3s on the course, Rich. Another strong one, around 230 yards.
Another long par 3 on the PGA Tour. It gets annoying after a while saying it, doesn't it, Luke? And I can promise you, as a former player, it was annoying to play them as well. Just be sure not to take too much club on this par 3 and hit it long, as this green tilts from back to front at a pretty good clip.
And stepping up the standings after that effort. The 12th hole, Rich, a good test, particularly with a tee shot.
It is a demanding tee shot here. Want to avoid that fairway bunker. To carry it, it's about 300 yards. Should you get past it, you have a mid-iron into this par 4 that you'd love dearly to make par on. This one looks to be on a pretty good line.
Always nice to have a birdie putt. Nice one. 4th birdie of the day. And with that, she'll move to 3 under par. She's pretty happy with her position. 2nd place on the leaderboard.
Getting closer to that top spot on the leaderboard. This is getting interesting.
The par 4 13th is a short one, measuring just 385 yards, Rich. Are you expecting players to go after this?
A few of them will, but I'm not too sure I like that play. Players basically want to lay it up down the left-hand side, but don't get clumsy and knock it in those fairway bunkers. Anything out to the left-hand side is going to set up a very short wedge shot for their second. All the players will be thinking about making birdie on this par 4.
She She is locked in here. I think she might be going for it.
Well, this person displays the power game in pure fashion there.
Absolutely love watching a player be bold and be rewarded for it. All right, this one's starting way out to the left.
That one's going to turn out pretty well, I think.
Big breaking putt right there. She didn't quite get the break spot on, but just short work left for her birdie.
Mark it down. That's 6 birdies today. And with that, she'll move to 6 under par. Reach the 15th. A great little short par 3. Really only a wedge off the tee, but gee, you need to be deadly accurate.
That you do. Just 150 yards from the back tee, and again, a signature design by Donald Ross where everything on the edge of the green funnels away from it and down into a couple of bunkers, left and right, one short and nothing in the back. Still, with just a wedge in your hand, players must be thinking birdie.
And she leads by a single shot here. Welcome to the par 4 16th hole.
16 is a wonderful par 4, very difficult driving hole. You must keep it out of those 3 bunkers that dot both the right and left-hand side of the fairway. From there, you're going to have a second shot that's fairly flat, and funny enough, a fairly flat green as well. Still, players are looking to make a solid 4 here. Nothing worse.
Putting for a par here. Oh, Rich, is there anything more disappointing setting up what you'd think is a makeable birdie putt, but unfortunately not able to convert? And just checking in on the standings, and she continues to lead this tournament. The last of the real scoring holes comes here at the penultimate hole, the 17th, the par 5, stretching at 575 yards.
Most players will be able to get it over the fairway bunker down the left-hand side, some 275 yards off the tee. And from there, it's a pretty straightforward second shot with a long iron, maybe a fairway wood. Those who elect to lay up have to be mindful of the fairway bunker down the left-hand side. You can't get careless and knock it in there. Anywhere up and around the green, though, with your second shot, you should have a good opportunity to get it up and down for the birdie.
Well, with that good play, this person is now in first on the leaderboard, with Colin Morikawa in second. The finishing hole, Rich, an old world classic.
It is definitely that. Players are going to want to aim out to the right-hand side, away from the bunker and the water that is down the left-hand side. And from there, they're going to go in with a short to middle iron for their second to a green that tilts pretty significantly from back to front. This truly is a wonderful finishing hole.
This line doesn't look too tough, just in the first cut, right by the green. Ooh, that almost went down. She has this to finish her round with the clubhouse lead. She sinks her final putt of the day and grabs the clubhouse lead. That's good golf all round, but we'll have to wait now for the rest of the field to finish up. Ladies and gentlemen, the rest of the field is finished and our featured player has won the event. Well, on behalf of myself, Rich Beam and all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, thanks for tuning in and we'll see you next time.